Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Tracy and today's upload is my weekly weigh-in update for Slimming World. Not gonna lie, didn't get off to the best starts this past week on, I don't even know where to start. Basically, I'm blaming Ali. I blame my 11-year-old son. On Friday night, he had his friend Jaden staying over, and as I was coming home from work, they were going out to youth club, and I stopped and I had a little chat with them, and they said on their way to youth club, because Ali hadn't had his dinner yet, they were going to go to the Chinese and Jaden was going to get something, and Ali said he was going to get salt and chilli fries, and I was like, oh, that sounds so good. It just triggered me a little bit. I was a little bit tempted, I'm not going to lie, on Friday night to say, oh, just go and get me one. But I thought, no, I'm not going to do that because weigh-in Saturday morning, didn't bother with it. And on Saturday, I was sitting and I was like, I had made plans for dinner. I can't remember what the plans were. But I'd planned my dinner, my meal. And then I was like, you know what? Screw this. I didn't say screw this. I said the F word. I was like, I'm going to have some Chinese. I'm having salt and chili chips and barbecue sauce and chicken fried rice and chicken curry. We basically got a few bits and we shared it between me, Mark and Ali. So wasn't off to the greatest start, but that was weigh-in day, so I thought I've got the whole week to pull this back. I'll do great the rest of the week. I've had my little unplanned cheat meal, which wasn't Ali's fault. I know it's not Ali's fault, by the way. Please don't think I really do blame my son. But what he was having sort of, it just sent off this little thing in my head that, oh God, I really want salt and chili chips. And that can happen with so many other things as well. Like, there was a woman at work that had cheese and crackers one day, and the whole week I was like, oh, I got cheese and crackers for Ali. I thought, oh, Ali will like cheese and crackers, but the whole week I was so tempted to have cheese and crackers myself. And eventually I did end up having cheese and crackers myself a couple of weeks ago, but I did intend to just get them for Ali when I bought them, but I ended up having them myself as well. Anyway, that's what I'm saying. Things like that happen quite a lot. Somebody will have something or somebody will mention a food and I'm like, God, I've not had that for so long, I really want it. That was Saturday and I thought, I've got 6 more days to pull this back. I woke up on Sunday and I was like, F-U-C-K. What the hell did I do that for? Because I'm going to my dad's today for dinner. And that's usually my cheat meal if I go there for dinner. Oh, I was like so annoyed with myself that I'd forgot that I was already going to have a cheat meal. That was a planned cheat meal because every time I go to my dad's, that's a cheat meal. So annoyed with myself. So I thought, right, it's just one meal, But I think, I don't know, I'm just having a bad weekend, I think. Not anything happening or that. I was just like, my brain was not engaged that last weekend. I thought, so anyway, we were going to my dad's, like I said, but we had to, Ali had ordered something for my dad for his Christmas present. Well, he gave me the money and I ordered it, but we had to stop off and pick that up on the way. So we left a little bit earlier. We hadn't had our lunch. We stopped off where we got the bus to swap over to go to this place was a KFC, and Ali's like, oh mum, can I just get some popcorn chicken because I'm hungry? I was like, aye, let's go and get you some popcorn chicken. And I was standing in the queue, I was like, you know what, I want popcorn chicken now. So I was like, you know, I've ballsed up this weekend already, I'm just going to have it. I had, it was a lunch meal thing that you get fries and popcorn in the one container. I didn't eat all my fries because they were ganking. I don't know what they do with their fries at KFC, they're just not that great. So I had all the popcorn chicken and I enjoyed it, I did enjoy it. And then we went to this place and then we ended up at my dad's and had dinner at my dad's, which was lovely. Last week it was moussaka and a crumble for pudding. I usually don't bother with puddings, but I had that because it was a pear and, what was it? I think it was just a pear crumble, but I really do like a crumble. And it was homemade as well, which are just the best type of crumbles, so I had that. I just wasn't my best last weekend. I'm usually so much better at this whole cheat meal thing. I do have quite a few cheat meals. I usually don't have a whole day off planned. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, just depends what's happening. I'm usually better at planning them and not having impromptu cheat meals like the Chinese on Saturday night. That was completely, you know what, I need the salt and chili fries, and as I was ordering a lot more because I had to go between three of us. I really didn't feel good about myself, if I'm honest, at the end of Sunday. I did enjoy the food, I'm not going to lie. I enjoyed the Chinese, I enjoyed the popcorn chicken, and I enjoyed the meal at my dad's, but I just didn't feel great. I was like, what the freaking hell is wrong with me this weekend? And then that's the other thing as well, that I wasn't feeling good about myself, because usually I'm like, it's cool, I'll start fresh tomorrow, it's fine. I'm usually so much better in my head that it was a cheat meal. I'm allowing myself cheat meals as I go on this Slimming World journey, because in the future, when I am at Target, did I say that right? That sounded funny in my head when I said that. When I'm at Target, this is how I want to eat for the rest of my life. I want to be eating nice and healthy. In the future, when I'm at Target, I want to be eating nice and healthy Monday to Friday, and then maybe have weekends, just eat whatever I want. So this is why I'm doing it now, because this is me getting into the swing of things now. And I am in the swing of things. I was in the swing of things. I was in the swing of things, but it's just the last weekend I didn't feel great about it, and I don't know why I didn't feel great about it, because I hadn't had a proper cheat meal for a couple of weeks. I had been doing so great. The week before I was on plan the whole week without cheat meals, and it's just why was I beating myself up about having a cheat meal, a cheat weekend? Why was I beating myself up? Why wasn't my brain doing what it usually does and rationalising it and being fine with it and knowing that I could get back on plan first thing Monday? I think it was because I'd forgot about the Sunday. I'd forgot that the cheat meal was happening on the Sunday. I think it was because of that. So Slimming World wise, it wasn't the best start to the week, but it's just one of those things, isn't it? It happens. We have our cheat meals. We allow ourselves cheat meals, or I allow myself these cheat meals, and that has helped me stay on plan for the last 10 months it is now. It's 10 months minus a couple of days since I started my Slimming World journey. So by the end of the week, I had managed to get my brain back in the right place. It was just on Sunday night, I just was really annoyed at myself, really. The rest of the week was okay. I was on plan for the rest of the week. Maybe went over my sins on Tuesday, because if any of you guys know, I think it was through the Holy Britain, it was free Costa Day from the Costa machines that you get in, you know, Scotmid and the little stores. Co-op, I think, have them. I don't know any other ones that have them, but in my area, Scotmid and Co-op. And I hadn't planned to do it, but Mark turned up on Tuesday morning and he had brought me a Costa Latte, so I had it. He also went back to another Scotmid and got another couple, but I didn't drink it. I drew the line at one. I'll have one Costa Latte. I don't know how many sins it is. I don't know how many sins it was in the drinks machine Costas. I know how much it is when I buy it and I get the skimmed milk and stuff like that. I think it's 4.5 cents or something, but I don't even know if it's full fat or semi-skimmed. I think it's semi-skimmed. It doesn't taste like full fat, but in the drinks machines I don't know what kind of milk it is, so I didn't even bother sinning that, because I just didn't, which is bad. I should have sinned it, but I didn't, and that was another fail this week. But apart from, you know, last weekend and the latte and everything else was fine. And I think when I've said earlier that my mentality, my brain kind of sort of got back to normal by the end of the week, a few things happened that helped with that. And one of those things, this might sound really silly to you guys, it might sound really ridiculous, but if you know, you know, right? If you know, you know. So basically, before I started Slimming World, I had one towel that I could use after a shower or a bath that would fit all the way around me, and that was the towel that I would use all the time. I would use the same towel constantly. I had towel put on my head and this one towel round me, and woe betide Ali if he used this towel. But, and this has actually been for the last couple of months now, I've been able to use other towels and I just didn't click that I was using the other towels. It was really weird. It was just this week that I realised that I can use this towel now. It fits all the way around me. There's no boob poking out or half my body covered or anything. It fits all the way around me very comfortably. And that was a massive non-scale victory for me this week. I was like, I can use any towel in the house. It wraps all the way around me. It was ace. So that might sound weird to some people, but for the people that know, they know. That was a great victory for me this week. And it has been happening for a couple of months. I just never clicked. Like I said, I never clicked that it was happening. And another thing that happened was I was told that I need to buy new work skirts by one of the girls at work because they're getting too baggy on me. And I had noticed, I was like, God, it's not fitting right. It's like, because I've got these little tube skirts that I got from Primark, and it was like, it's not fitting right. It doesn't fit comfortably or anything anymore. And the pyjama bottoms that I've been buying and the leggings that I bought, which are medium, they're all getting too baggy on me now as well. The leggings don't fit nice and tightly, legging-like, round my legs or that I think guys, I'm ready to fit into a 12, at least a big 12, if that makes sense, because you know, some places you can fit into a 12 and other places you won't fit into a 12, but I think definitely at Primark I'm ready to go into the small size leggings and the skirts and the leggings and the pyjama bottoms I'm definitely needing in smaller sizes now, so that's a great non-scale victory this week. I haven't tried it on yet, so it's not a proper non-scale victory really, but I mean, everything's too big on me. Everything's getting too big on me again. And it's the same with some of my t-shirts and that I go, when did I go? Start of August, I went to the biggest Primark, as you will know if you watch my channel through Vlogust, and I got myself quite a few t-shirts. I think I got the Avengers one, the Friends one, the Hogwarts one, and I just got a plain one. Is that all I got? I think that was all I got, but the two of them are far too big on me. Far too big on me. I'm actually going to have to wear them as pyjama tops, and I didn't really get much wear out of them really. I think one of them I'd got in a medium and that fits fine. I'm just blethering now anyway, but they're too big on me anyway. And I did try them on when I was there. The Minnie Mouse jumper that I got, which I tried on, no. Yeah, I did try that on when I was there. That is far too big for me. I don't know what's going on. I've just kind of shrunk a little bit in the last couple of months and I'm needing to buy more new clothes, which is great. It's great for Slimming World when you're obviously losing weight and your body's changing and you're getting smaller, but at this time of year, especially when it's coming up to Ali's birthday and Christmas, I don't want to be buying myself new clothes. I don't want to be spending money on myself. I want to be spending it on Ali and all my family and stuff, so maybe I have to get myself a few odds and ends, but I'm not going to be spending a lot of money on myself. Anyway, let's get on to the weigh-in for this week. So as you can see, I had another maintain this week and I'm still the same as I was last week and the week before, but I got off lightly. With my 2 days off plan. I got off lightly because I really did expect to maintain this week. No, I expected a gain this week because I had been off plan for 2 whole days. I only had 5 days where I was on plan, and one of those days was a little bit iffy because of the latte, but I did get off lightly this week. And whereas last week it was a little bit gutting when I stepped on the scales and seen that I had a maintain, this week it's like, whew, it shouldn't have been a maintain, it should have been a gain. I thoroughly deserved a gain. And I couldn't have complained about it because I had been off plan. So I'm absolutely fine with the maintain this week. And it's not always about what it says on the scales, is it? Because, you know, this week when it clicked in my head that I was able to wrap those towels around myself, that felt so much better than if I'd had a loss this week on the scales, or any loss that I've had on the scales. That felt so much better, just simple things like that. Being able to wrap any towel around myself, not having to hunt down the towel that fits round me. I can just take any towel out the cupboard now and I know it's going to fit round me comfortably. Things like that just mean so much more than what the scales are saying every week. And being able to buy smaller clothes, not having to shop in the plus size ranges anymore. Anybody else, does anybody else do this? Do you still look at the plus size sections when you're browsing online? I can't buy things online now because I have to be able to try it on because I don't know, really, I'm not comfortable buying the size that I'm buying. I'm not sure if it's going to fit me. So I need to try everything on. I can't buy offline now, but when I'm browsing online, I'll still automatically go to the plus size section and I don't need to do that anymore. Not even for my top half, I don't need to do that anymore because my top half's always been a lot bigger than my bottom half. I don't need to do it anymore, so it's just training my mind back into I can look at just the regular section now. I can just go on and shop all dresses or whatever. I don't need to go to the plus size section anymore. But I do, my brain still and my thumb when I'm on my phone automatically goes to the plus size section. Why am I still doing that? And that's the weekly ramblings from the Mad Scots Lass for this week. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time.